color. You can take off your cap
Oh yeah, yes.
with a shampoo. I can rinse it with water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find your fit.
Nothing special.
Well, why?
I went to a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Korean group, and I had fun. Just distracted from my stress. Yes. Actually, I'm curious about something.
Yeah.
Open your store on the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for the way to do it, but like seems like I need to renew my license. I need to like do the apprenticeship in US. How do you want to cut it today?
So like a leaf layer cut,
Huh?
like the last time.
Yeah.
We have add some more layer on the side and the back.
Yeah.
But do you think if you count the leaf cut as a short hair, does it look good?
Yeah.
A little bit short?
Shorter.
Yeah.
Like you mean on the top or on the side and the back?
I mean the whole, totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
So you mean like everywhere you want to cut it a bit shorter than last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I trust you. So, but if you think it's not good, you can cut it whatever you want.
So what you've been doing in Korea?
I think the only exceptional activity is I went to the concert. The rest of them is doing my work, like my design work.
So you're trying to renew your visa?
I already done it. I will,
yeah?
Yeah. The last time I told you that I will leave soon, right?
Yeah.
So actually I booked the ticket on this Sunday. I'll go back to US.
You're going back to US?
Yeah.
Why? Like
Okay.
for good?
Yeah, for good.
Oh, really?
Because my exchange project is
Done.
done. Yeah. Then I think it's time to go back and continue my
Studies?
study and get the diploma.
Where was it? Was it
It's an industrial design.
yeah.
Actually, I'm double major.
With what?
It's computer engineering and
Computer
industrial.
engineering? I
Yeah.
think that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Right? So it's time to be back in your semester?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I think I had a good time here. Especially I met a very good barbershop. You're the best.
Thank you.
To be honest, if I cut my hair in the US,
Yeah?
they never like cut the hair that fit my veil. There always some regret.
Is it hard to find a barbershop for the Asian hair?
They are very good cut the Western face, Western hair, but not Asian. Yeah.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, they can do very well job on the fade,
Yeah.
fade. But the rest of them, if they cut some detail like leaf cut, they can. I know that there is a very good barbershop in the LA, but it's too far from me. So I'm not being racist, but there are a lot of black
Yeah,
So-
ethnically.
in the area, so they are good at make a style for them. So I guess that's fair for them. So actually, I have a plan. After I graduate, I started my business in the Boston or
Boston?
the LA. That's two
Nice.
places.
What kind of business you're thinking about?
I'd like to deliver my product to the market.
Like what kind of product?
I'm still designing right now. Still designing,
Yeah.
and I need to find my team. So that's the reason I had to go back and organize my team and finish my design. Trying to finish all the process within 3 years.
Nice.
That's my plan. But plan never goes your well, so I have to take care of it.
So this video is gonna be legendary video after you make it and go big.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
In a few years maybe. And we both grow a lot and I go to US. We meet up for another video interview about you.
That will be legendary.
Yeah.
So how many fans do you have on YouTube right now?
You mean subscriber?
Yeah.
I got like 205.
Okay.
Did you subscribe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't use social media a lot, so
Yeah.
I kind of realized that you have to use them, make advertisement and publish your product or something.
Yeah. But if you want to use it for like a business purpose, I think it's different from personal social media. So there's like various ways to market your business, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's in 3 years. I think a lot will change, and the best thing to do is to try to
Stay tuned.
try to find the best way at that moment. You know?
Yeah, because everything is developing.
And changing a lot. Which country was the best country for you to visit or live? You've lived in China before,
Yeah,
Korea, and America.
America.
Which one do you wanna like kind of keep living?
I spend a lot of time in America, and they all have the pros and cons.
Yeah.
So I believe my personality fits in America. But if you're talking about the culture, I think it's China. And that's two different things. But as I said before, if I want to do my business, I'm talking to people, networking, and I think America fit me so well. Yeah. But if in China, that's a whole lot complicated thing in there. So I don't believe I can handle it. They are too powerful. You know? So I don't. I'm afraid of. If in America, there is no boundary.
But now that Trump is elected, does that affect you anyway? Or
I think that affects to the people like who are trying to study abroad. Yeah. For me, I was staying for like 10 years ago.
yeah. So you got the citizenship,
Yeah, I got citizenship.
but like they don't care about the citizenship?
Not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
I suppose they take care of the citizenship
Yeah.
for the people like who didn't get the visa officially. Yeah.
Well, you got it this time.
I think I'm just extending my visa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's different.
So that's what you were doing like in Korea?
No, actually.
No?
I'm doing here like have an internship. Yeah. Like gain some experience like in my major. Along with
Good.
it.
So what year are you in the university?
It's senior
Senior?
Yes.
So it's your last year.
last year.
So you're
Because
almost ready.
almost ready. I'm feeling excited and
Yeah, that's good. And you got your dream and you got the vision, so you just have to execute, I guess.
yeah,
Yes. And your team.
sure.
Yeah, that's.
I just hope everything goes well.
Yeah.
So I have to work hard.
Yeah. Do you have any prototype of the business you wanna do?
Yeah, I have actually. But they're all like very rough draft. So I didn't publish any. So that's why I have to like make it more practical. So that's what I'm trying to do in the future.
Do you have any budget for the business?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah,
So
no.
you need to get investments.
Yeah, get investment. Maybe from my family, and if I get lucky, like if I publish my prototype on the social media, we need someone who can invest.
You know the Squibb, Simon Squibb.
Simon Sweet.
Squibb is I think he's the guy from the UK.
Yeah.
Some type of the businessman. He made a lot of success, but I think he's doing the YouTube channel and Instagram channel, like all kinds of social media,
Yeah.
to encourage everybody to like do their own thing, their own businesses. So he's like asking the dreams of everybody, and then he's like kind of trying to execute everybody's dream with his like investments. So you need to find someone like him. It's gonna teach you how to run it and how to do the next level and everything. So I tried to ask him.
Yeah.
He didn't reply yet. But
Did you get the suggestion from him?
yeah. So if you kind of know about him, I think you kind of he already maybe talked about like how the business goes,
Okay.
like in your field, in your area. That's gonna help.
Is he young? How old is he?
I don't know, but I think he's around 40s.
Or could you send me later the name?
Oh yeah, of course.
I think start a business is pretty hard, but actually I think that is the only way that can allow you to free on life.
Yeah, financially
Yeah.
free. Yeah.
Also mentally.
Yeah.
That's the most important. I don't want to work for other people for like 30 or 40 years. That's nonsense.
Nobody does.
You like beer?
Yeah.
Whiskey, so.
Yeah. Those are mostly like hard liquor. I party a lot. Used to party a lot in this shop, so they're like kind of leftovers, and people kind of bring the drinks, and sometimes I bring it too. So
Yeah. Everyone young before.
yeah, a lot of people left the country now, and like they started to work like just friends.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, they have been this country before.
Yeah.
And then left. So, as your impression on me, so what do you think the best hairstyle that fit me the most? If you see my face shape and my hair shape, what do you think? Short hair or long hair?
Definitely long hair.
Long hair.
And no volume on the top.
No volume.
Yeah. The like kind of like if the hair covers up like around your chin, it's gonna help you look more balanced.
Okay. Then I will keep the long hair because I used to.
And you grew pretty long. Is
Yeah,
that
pretty
right?
long.
Yeah.
I never cut it. I used to keep short hair. That is convenience.
Mm.
I think you don't have style if you keep short hair.
Mm.
So, but I think if you want to do something comprehensively, I think like your style also important. The way you dress and the hairstyle.
Yeah.
So everything you have to take care of by yourself.
Yeah. It's the toughest part of everything, right?
Yeah.
It's all about you.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if you have that kind of feeling. Even I'm only 24
Yeah.
years right now, but sometimes feels like, you know, some years ago I'm 18, right? Like 18, 17. But it's so fast. It's
Mm.
like a glance of eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. It started for you then.
Yeah.
Life is so fast. Life is all about the same thing over and over again, and then try to make something out of it. But as soon as you start your new business or something that you wanted to do, things change a bit too.
Yeah. Like find your real purpose for life.
Yeah, for me, that's about like knowing about myself and like doing something that I would like to do and do good at it, you know, and that makes me happy.
So that's doing a haircut is your favorite thing?
No,
No.
I just kept on doing it
Yeah.
since when I was young.
Oh, it's one of your technique.
I was only caring about like if I like wanna keep doing it or not,
Mm.
and it was something that I naturally did since when I was young,
Oh,
and I didn't think of it as a job at all when I was young.
okay.
But then I don't know, it's like people wanted to get a cut from me, and then I didn't even just hesitate to like cut someone's hair. And there are people who wanted it, and I could do it, so I just kept on doing it, and it got bigger. I think that's one of the good reasons to keep doing it, you know.
Yeah, I think
And-
you have to start it, right?
Yeah, and the favorite part of it is like I get to meet a lot of people.
Mm.
And I get to keep doing it, meeting new people,
Yeah.
which is like really good part of anybody's life. That's why I'm doing the YouTube, so that I can go anywhere, meet anybody, you know.
That's like a poetry.
Yeah. Oh really? Thank you. That's how I met you.
Yeah. So I'm just pleasure. It's my pleasure.
My pleasure too.
I think there is a philosophy like the way you're trying to find your hairstyle that fit you the most.
Yeah.
It's like finding yourself too.
Oh yeah. It's all. Everything's about finding yourself. So it works as a therapy too.
Therapy.
Like cutting hair. Yeah.
And I suppose life is a long journey. I'm about to leave another country. I think I'm always leaving, no settle.
So you like it, like traveling and moving around?
50%.
Oh, 50%?
Because I think I like to challenge possibilities.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like there's no place for me to settle.
That's actually really true. And sometimes that like makes it harder for you to understand who you really are.
So that I have to keep looking.
Yeah.
Because we all like are influenced by the media and data nowadays.
Yeah. And people are easily influenced by the environment, right?
Yeah.
You can sit up in different environments. You need to keep yourself, but like there's certainly better environment for you somewhere.
Yeah.
So maybe you're keep looking for it.
Sure. How big is badminton?
Badminton? You played it here?
I know.
No. Where did you play it? In US? I mean, yeah, China always win badminton, right?
China.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of that.
Yeah, and like for the competition, they always win like the Olympics and stuff.
I think like China wins a lot of competition
Yeah.
when there is a pool. Like you have a pack, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Table tennis.
For US, I think basketball, the running.
Yeah. I think it's about the muscle quality.
So it's your second video?
Video?
Yeah.
No, I have like 9 now.
9 now?
Yeah. 3 ASMR, 2 ASMR, and 9 of them, and you're 10. If I promote you first. Yeah.
Because I love it. You know, I watched the Turkey Barbershop.
Yeah.
And they're doing massage.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I
You
love
know,
it.
this is the audio for that actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Professional.
I tried with different mics and it doesn't work, so I have to use it for. I need to research about like a good audio,
Yeah.
and that was one of the best ones.
Okay.
And then because I need to learn how to set it up, style today. Naturally.
You know, that's perfect. Never satisfied. That's gorgeous. I don't know if my nails can cut this hair. Like, could you help me to record?
Your hair.
Like all around?
Yeah.
Like when sometimes I think you can like make a style for the celebrity.
Yeah. 1 second.
Thank you. Amazing. So this is called layered cut, right?
Lift cut.
Leaf cut.
Yeah.
But how do you tell them if you want to cut here?
Like undercut.
Undercut?
Yeah. Or under. Yeah.